take the whites of it.
Is that just the whites, Greg?
Just the whites.
Okay. Now what?
The yolk has 9 grams of fat. We don't want it.
Okay. Now, does everybody hear that? He says it's got 9 grams of fat. Is that per egg, Greg?
Per egg.
Okay. Now that's per egg.
Now we're going to take about 8 egg whites, and we're going to dump it into about 7 cups of rice right now.
Okay. Now, Greg, explain to the audience, what kind of rice would that be?
We don't want to use whole wheat rice because the whole wheat draws the water into your colon. We don't want water in the colon. We want water to go into the muscles right now. So we're going to use white rice, which has 50 carbohydrates per cup.
Okay, now, would those be good carbohydrates, Greg?
Yes, they're good. Now, we're going to use, instead of regular table sugar, we're going to use fructose. Fructose has a very low glycemic index, 20 on the glycemic index, which is about as low as you can get. Now, fructose, for those who don't know, is fruit sugar. We're going to put about 8 of these in here because we're kind of got a sweet tooth today. And then we also throw in a bunch of raisins. Now, raisins have a very high glycemic index, which is not good for bodybuilders because it raises your blood sugar too much. But in this case, we do want to have a little extra energy because we're posing tonight.
Okay, now, Greg, you say these have a high glycemic level. I keep hearing that term. Now, what exactly is that?
Okay, well, a high glycemic index means that when you eat that particular carbohydrate, the carbohydrate will raise your blood sugar a great deal if it's a high number, and very little if it's a low number. So how fast is this? I'm putting some cinnamon in here right now.
Okay.
How fast is the sugar released into your blood? If it's released too fast, then your body produces too much insulin, which counteracts what we want to do, which is deposit glycogen, which is what carbohydrates break down to in your blood, and then stores in your muscles glycogen. It's supposed to make you bigger and harder and more ripped.
Now, excuse me, Greg, not to get off the subject, but I seen you put in, now did you say that was cinnamon?
Yes, cinnamon.
Okay, now exactly why do you put the cinnamon in there?
Just for a taste, that's all.
Now, is cinnamon good for you, Greg?
Well, I've never checked into that. I don't really give a shit.
So really what you're doing...
I just want to have this, taste good. We got our rice, our egg whites, our cinnamon, and our fructose. Now all we got to do is cook it.
Okay, now Greg, excuse me, just for 1 second.
Yes,
do I see milk up on the table?
Yes. Now, this is a sore subject with me that seems how I don't have my whey product. We are going to have to use milk.
Let me focus in on that milk, would you?
Okay.
Okay, now does everybody see that? That is Challenge Light non-fat milk.
That's right.
Okay, we got a good view of that. Good view. Okay, let me back up.
Milk isn't good for people, all right? Milk is for cows. A cow has 4 stomachs, and it can digest milk, but we can't. Whey products are much better for humans, but we're going to have to go with this because all we got is this kind of stuff right now. This is junk, in my opinion. But we're going to use that on the top of our rice pudding. That's what this is going to be.
And how's that rice pudding coming along there, Greg?
It looks great. What we're going to do now is just plop some in.
Just let me focus in on that just a bit.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's get a close look at this rice pudding.
We can add a little bit more cinnamon afterwards.
It looks kind of like a bunch of maggots with a few ants in there.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay, now does everybody see this white rice pudding now? Is that right?
Yes, it tastes much better than maggots. And,
okay, now let me just get back up here and get the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I can cook it all at once, but we'll get a little bit going right here because we're going to eat on this maybe 2 times. Then you put it on your skillet. This is not supposed to be done in a motel room, but hey, don't tell anybody, all right?
Okay.
And,
it's looking good though, Greg.
Yeah. Okay. We'll
okay, Greg. Not to get off the subject, but tell the crowd what exactly did you do today? I believe you went to a competition.
Yes. Randy Barklow and I both went through the preliminary phases of bodybuilding. I don't know what they call it, Empire Bodybuilding Classic, I think they call it.
And how do you feel that you did today?
What? How do you think I did?
How do you feel that you did?
Oh, to be truthful, it's pretty tough competition that I had to go against. I think I'm in the running for the 1st or 2nd.
Well, good, Greg, good.
I also believe Randy's in the same boat. I don't know. I thought the guy had looked better than me, really. I think I got beat, but we'll find out.
Well, Greg, not to be a connoisseur on the subject, but you can't really admit to being a loser because you've got to have your confidence up, Greg.
Well, I'm not a loser.
I was in the crowd today.
Somebody's better than me doesn't mean I'm a loser.
Well, don't admit you're a winner, Greg.
I don't know. You know, the guy looked good to me. The other guy was really big, but I think he was kind of smooth. He was this one guy weighs 220 pounds. I weigh 169, and the guy that I think beat me weighs 175.
Okay, now I believe that you had to do quite a bit of dieting for this competition.
Oh man, yeah.
Now, Greg, what was that you just did?
I pulled a long hair out of my sweater, I think, or my hair, something. I think that was Esther's hair. Yes.
Now, does that go with the rice pudding?
No, I did not put that in the rice pudding. But I make sure I keep stirring this. All the reason we're cooking this for right now is to thicken up the egg whites. Boy, if that camera can smell, you'd like it now.
Let's get a close-up of this cooking now.
Okay.
Okay, does everybody see this? We're going to zero in on this rice pudding. Made in a motel room somewhere in the northern parts of California.
That's right.
And the purpose of this is because we are bodybuilding. Is that what it is, Greg?
Yeah, well, bodybuilders like to eat a diet consisting of about 70% carbohydrates, 20% protein, and the remainder fat. I like to try to keep my fat below the 10%, but in reality it's almost impossible. But by trying to keep the carbohydrates up, those are energy foods, and we feel good, have lots of energy doing that. This is a very temperamental hot lady down here.
Okay, Greg, we're going to go off and take a little break here, and then we're going to come back when you get done with your rice pudding.
Yeah, and I'll let you try it, okay?
Okay?
Right.
Okay, we'll be right back. Now, Greg, how did this rice turn out?
I don't know yet. We still have to try it.
So you're done cooking it?
Yeah, we're done.
Now, approximately how long did you cook this rice?
Well, it took a while because this burner's not too efficient, but I, as you can see, I fried a little bit of the bottom of it.
Let me zero in on that.
Okay. And that means the skillet got a little hot down there, but we won't eat that part, okay? We'll just eat the top part.
That looks disgusting.
Yeah, we'll just eat the top part now. I'll put this in here.
Okay, now, what would you recommend on cleaning these dishes?
Steam cleaner. Sandblasting first, followed by steam cleaning. Okay, and then a little bit of your challenge, light, non-fat milk. Okay.
Great, you're not drinking milk, are you?
I've already discussed that. Okay, this is our only option.
Okay, now, Greg, how did you learn this recipe?
I watched my wife prepare this one.
Now you're married, Greg?
Yes, I'm married.
Is your wife in the audience?
Yes, she is. Would you like to stand up, Esther?
Let's get her in this picture, Greg.
Esther, come here.
Oh, and here's Esther.
I taught him everything I
It
know.
looks like, let me zero in on that. It looks like you guys have been quite busy down there.
We have. Yes, we find plenty of things to do.
We had to get married.
We're making better
Oh.
baby bottles.
Wow. Now, is this what happens after you eat this rice?
No, you actually get leaner, and she's very lean for a pregnant lady.
Oh.
Yeah, you get abs.
Abs. Oh, really nice abs. Let me zero in on that.
This is not what you catch in the ocean.
Yeah.
Different kind of abs.
All right.
Okay, now let's taste it here. See how it goes.
Okay, let's see what this looks like here. Now everybody, Greg is tasting this rice pudding.
No. Is that Randy's dish?
Yeah, this is yours. It's okay. I'm just joking. Good. I mean, Andy Griffith would love this.
So the mission was a success then. The rice did turn out good?
Yeah. I do taste a little bit of burntness on the bottom there, so that's why I took the top so you could have the bottom. I'm going to put yours over here in this bowl, and you can have the rest. Okay, I don't need too much. I just want a little bit. You're going to love it, man.
Oh, good. Okay, now, Greg, we're gonna take a station identification break, and we're gonna zero back in on you tonight at the competition. Now, tell us a little bit about tonight. What do you have planned? What is your strategy for tonight, Greg?
Pizza and beer.
You mean before that?
Before the
Before the pizza and beer?